afternoon. We're following breaking coronavirus news today.
Ohio Governor Mike DeWine has issued a curfew for all Ohioans beginning Thursday night at 10. Now, we're going to lay all of that out for you after a look at the reason why. The Ohio Department of Health is reporting 7,079 new cases in the last 24 hours. That brings the state's total to more than 312,000. 30 deaths bring that total to 5,772. During a briefing this afternoon, Governor DeWine said on October 13th there were 1,000 people in Ohio hospitals with COVID-19. Less than a month later, that number is now more than 3,600.
Again, that statewide Ohio curfew starts Thursday night. Local 12's James Pilcher listened to the governor's briefing today and has the very latest from the Breaking News Center. Hi, James.
Hey, Governor DeWine said that the goal was to limit the number of personal interactions people are having with each other. So like you said, he's got this curfew starting on Thursday. It comes a day after the tougher mask mandate went into place yesterday, and that includes inspections of local stores. Now, this curfew will last 21 days, and here's the details as we know them now. It will run from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. every day and apply to anyone who is not working. All retail businesses and restaurants need to close by 10 p.m. Pharmacies and grocery stores can remain open, and restaurants can still operate drive-thrus and offer delivery after 10 p.m. Any non-essential travel is banned. There are exceptions for some emergencies, and workers traveling to or from their jobs will not be stopped. But the police will be asked to enforce it, and violators could be charged with second-degree misdemeanors. Those bring possible penalties of a fine of $750 and up to 90 days in jail. Here's what Governor DeWine had to say about his latest action.
21 days is an eternity with this virus. So where we are in 21 days, I don't know. I hope we're in a better position than we are today, but it seemed like 21 days was, let's give this a run for 21 days. We may have to take much more drastic action. We don't know. We may be able to get rid of the curfew. We may keep the curfew. We're going to have to judge this, at that time.
Now, DeWine said individuals need to take at least one action personally to limit their personal interactions. And as you heard in that clip, he would not rule out tougher actions down the road if these new numbers continue to surge over the next 3 weeks. Live in the Breaking News Center, James Pilcher, Local 12 News.
All right, James, thank you. We're going to turn to our team coverage and Jenna Cisneros. She is live after talking with restaurant and bar owners about this new decision. And Jenna, obviously it impacts the restaurants and bars down there at the banks.
Yeah, Megan, absolutely. And a manager over at Moreline was telling me they were actually relieved to hear that this is a curfew and not a shutdown, because truly, she says, they were preparing for the worst. Like you just heard the governor say in James' piece over there, that, they are working to make sure that people are staying home during these 21 days. And of course, the big goal, of course, the bars and restaurants feel the majority of the rush when people are out. But of course, keeping businesses flowing for these establishments, as we know, have been imperative during COVID. So for Moreline, she tells me the hours won't change much, as it was only on Fridays and Saturdays where they were open until 11. Now, of course, that will change to 10. Michelle Jostein, who's the manager there, tells me she respects the governor's decision and hopes that it will help reduce the spread.
I think that can kind of help bring those down so that we can kind of get back to some kind of normal is going to be really important going into these winter months, when a lot of the restaurants and bars are going to lose that outside seating that they had. I know for us that's a big concern, is that maybe we can get back to some resemblance of normal as we come into next year, if not the winter time.
Now, as for enforcement, a spokesperson from the governor's office tells me that this is going to come down to local law enforcement as well as the health department. For now, reporting live at the banks, Jenna Cisneros, Local 12 News.
Jenna, thank you.